Well, let's see. Hello there. I'm Abraham Lincoln. No, just kidding. Jason. And I'm going to do my webcam stuff right now. I gotta get this moved so I can actually read the questions real quick. So let's see here. So, introduce myself. So I am actually, I'm a teacher right now. I teach physical education. I just started a job. Before that, I was doing several things. I've been a coach for a long time. And my favorite sport activity, I really don't have a lot of sport activities right now that I do because I have two bad hips. I have arthritis in both hips, so that kind of makes it tough to do anything. But I loved coaching baseball. I loved playing baseball, played college baseball, I loved wrestling. Chapter 6, I think we're reading through chapter 6, and I'll be honest, I kind of skimmed through it quickly because I was behind because I was sick. So I just kind of went through quick. Talked a lot about muscle contractions, eccentric, concentric injuries, musculature injuries, and things like that.
Your eyes are jaundiced.
What I looked at
Do you have a liver problem?
and thought about was
Called Wilson disease.
mostly just the injuries and stuff. I've been pretty fortunate when I coached, and I never really had to deal with injuries too much. Luckily, sprains, strains, twists, things like that for the most part. I had some hamstrings that got, pulled, stressed.
I'm sorry I did that, but he was the best chance I had.
Looking at the chapter itself, utilizing some of the things in there that go along with a lot of things I use when I was coaching. So it's nothing really. It wasn't anything really that new to me as far as how those things worked. Muscle injuries. The one thing I notice when we talk about muscle injuries, that's going to relate to what I started talking about in my project is the bicep tendon and the tension that is created in the bicep tendon. When in the softball windmill pitching motion, when the slowdown happens. I'm not sure why Abraham's doing that, but we'll fix that real quick. Let's see here. Nope, I can't do that.
Listen, you got a hand in the 17 years old. You'll be trying to.
There we go. Okay, so I need to change this because this is not quite working out like I wanted. So let's go back to this. To me. If it'll let me do this or not. There we go.
I'm ready with my dad.
So here's me. Have a little fun with this. Don't like that one either. Let's try this one.
It's a false confession.
No.
Trent's just looking for free treatment.
How about this? Nah. It's always good. Seeing you up on the tower side of the wall. It's good. I'll go with this one. So anyway, back to me. And I know I look great because I've been sick still. Anyway, the windmill pitching, the analyzation that I'm doing, found that there's a lot more injuries related to the bicep tendon and the bicep muscle itself, because on the finishing of the movement, the bicep is what actually kind of puts the brakes on the arm somewhat and the elbow, so that the velocity and acceleration really can be transferred to the ball on release. So that is an injury that I'm going to be keeping an eye on and looking more into. to as I go through and finish the work that I'm doing with this. It's something that I definitely want to make sure that I watch out for with my daughter. So, and along those lines, the eccentric, concentric, and eccentric muscle action. So in that I'm not even going to use that one, but an easy one to look at is when somebody does a bench press. So the bench press, when somebody they unrack the weight, they drop the weight down, they press it. When they press it up, that's your concentric action because the muscles are contracting and forcing it up. The eccentric part of that is on the lower, when you're lowering it down. So you can have an eccentric contraction. Actually, it's a great way to build muscle strength by putting loads on the body during the eccentric contraction. A lot of people call them negatives when you're talking about lifting. That is something that is a very, I guess, somewhat respected way to get musculature gains pretty fast when it comes to lifting, is to really work on the eccentric load part of your workout. So anyway, I hope I was able to answer a lot of the questions that go along with this. I'm going to try and save this video. Honestly, I've never used this on my computer before, so I hope it turns out. I'm going to save it and try to go ahead and embed this into my thing as well. So thanks very much, Professor, for allowing me to get this in a little bit later because of me being sick. As you can tell, I still not feeling the greatest, but it's been a few days and been working on stuff and trying to catch up, and I'm almost there. So thank you. Have a good night.